Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the one and only Ranting Redhead, also known as Aiden, here to bring you another episode of the Ranting Redhead. But before I do, I would like to say that I want to start doing all my episodes on camera so you can see my face. If that floats your boat. But I can't do it until about maybe a month at most because I'm moving in a few weeks. So I want to just get everything packed up, and I'm just going to do the rest. I'm going to do the video portions once I get all moved in and my room's all set. But I just wanted to give you a heads up that there will be a slight change in the normal episodes. And before I do that, and before I really get into my topic, I want to do a little gimmick today. So the show might run a little longer, but I don't know. I'm going to do a little gimmick, kind of like when I did my hot sauce video. I've never had any energy drinks in my life. I don't even drink coffee or tea. I don't do soda anymore. This is all true. But I thought it'd be kind of funny what if I tried my very first Red Bull on my show. So yeah, let's try it out. I promise you that I've never had one of these before. I have no idea what it's gonna taste like. We're gonna do a little experiment. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. It smells not great. All right, here we go. It's not as bad as I thought. I was thinking it was gonna taste like absolute crap. Hold on, let me take a little more. All right. How big is this thing? It says 8.4 ounces. Okay. Not half bad. Not half bad. Sorry that this is, that I'm taking so long just on the Red Bull. But I just want to finish it. Give me another second. I'm doing this for you. And hopefully to not fall asleep anytime soon. All right, here we go. All right, most of it's gone. I'm going to get on with the show. Okay. So I saw the new Top Gun a few hours ago. That was pretty fun. But I don't really want to give a review of the movie. Go see it if you want. I thought it was awesome. I had never seen the first one before, so I did them both back to back. Really good. But I want to talk about two things that I wrote down. I always keep my little notepad with me, and here's two things that struck me. Had nothing to do with the movie. They were playing a lot of ads during this movie, and I've done a whole episode about ads, but something that I thought was odd, and I just wanted to mention it. They had a gum commercial in a restaurant, like, right as people were ordering. And I'm like, that's, like, the worst setting you can have gum in. Like, at least, like, do a park bench and have a girl be, like about to kiss a man or something, or a gal, whatever toots her horn. Hold on, I'm doing another thing of Red Bull. Hold on. All right, that's not bad, actually. So, anyway, gum commercial in the restaurant, and they're like, the waiter's like, "Can I take your order?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know." And for they just share a piece of gum, and that's like they connected on gum. Why would you put gum in your mouth right as you're about to order food? You put gum in afterwards to get rid of that terrible leftover meatball smell with a hint of Parmesan on it. So I don't know. I just thought that was out of place, and advertisement is so fucking stupid now. They really have no idea what they're doing. But the main thing that really pissed me off is I've done another episode about this, where people need to learn to behave in a movie theater, and clearly they're not listening to this episode because there was some obese chick sitting on the same row as me. The theater wasn't full. Same row as me, though. I could see her clear as day. She took off her socks and shoes and continued to play on her phone throughout the whole movie. Now, sometimes she would put her phone down, but I got really pissed off about halfway through because she kept picking it up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and just was not paying attention to the movie and was distracting people around her. So, I'm setting the scene here. I had a brown leather jacket on. So the problem is with the seats, like anytime you want to move, it makes a lot of noise. So I thought of something. Every time she put on her phone, I would sit up in my chair and just stare at her and wait until her phone turns up, until she puts her phone down. And she literally kept putting her phone up, and just you'd hear of leather on leather, and I'd just be staring at her. She'd look at me a couple times, and eventually she put her phone down. I'm thinking, okay, maybe this twat is gonna learn how to behave in public in a movie theater. But then she gets up, I'm assuming to take a shit and maybe drop a couple dozen pounds, but she gets up and my feet are reclined, and she can, like, anybody that wasn't, 500 pounds could probably get around it, but not her, of course. So she goes, "Hi, can you move your legs, please?" And I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Would you mind turning off your phone?" And she goes, "I have a right to be on my phone." I'm like, this ain't your house, ma'am. You don't have a right to be on your phone. It tells you to turn off your phone. It's distracting. And I felt bad for the people around me, because I hate to cause a scene in a movie theater. I've only done it twice. But yeah, she came back. Of course, I eventually let her out because she said she would do it. And of course she didn't. And I met her outside, and I go, eventually, oh my god, she really fucking pissed me off, because after the movie, I kind of waited outside, and I was like, I'm surprised you didn't eat your fucking phone. I don't know. It was so annoying that she was on her phone the whole time. What is the point of being on your phone? Just stay at home and watch a movie then. You can be on your phone all you want, but no. No. She has to be, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go to the movie theater, play on my phone, and eat a bunch of M&M's, Reese's Pieces, Mike and Ike's, and all the candy I can want in my whole life, and fucking distract everybody around me, because I don't give a shit about anybody but me. Oh no, nobody else has the right to enjoy their movie, but I want to see if this person liked my post on Facebook." That's the way I felt during this whole movie. I mean, it's kind of funny, but, like, it's a stereotype, but have you ever met a fat person that's jolly? like, I've never met one. God forbid you take a jab. You wouldn't think they'd notice. They have so much fat on them, you wouldn't think they'd notice. But no, I guess the stereotype maybe originates from because fat people look happy when they eat, I guess. I mean, most people look happy when they eat, but hey, you know what? When you're shoving, like, 6 meatballs down your throat, I guess you have a forced smile on your face. Maybe that's where the stereotype originates from, but I could be wrong. I don't claim to be right about everything, but that's just my opinion. I used to do this. I thank God I wasn't heavier, but yeah, she was by herself. She was by herself eating a tub of large popcorn, a large soda, and like 3 things of candy. And apparently the movie theater serves ice cream now. Why do you want ice cream in a movie theater? Just stick to popcorn, a soda, and maybe, just maybe, a candy. 1. For me, it's Junior Mints or Reese's or Mike and Ike's. That's my pick. Not all 3 of them with butter on top of it. God, I think the Red Bull is really hitting me hard, but hey, you know what? I have to listen on the replay. I might be talking a lot faster than how I'm thinking right now. Yeah, and the woman was wearing like one of the I listen, I'm not a woman, so I don't know a lot of women's clothing, but she was wearing like that kind of shirt that doesn't really have the sleeves on it, and of course they always come in pink or like a light blue. They're for it shouldn't be for fat or old people, but those are the only kinds of people that wear it. But it really brings out every single like fat crevice in your stomach, ribs, thighs, neck, all of it. It's so gross. Like, I don't know. Wear appropriate clothing. Like, you're hurting the public's image by doing this. This is why other countries hate America, ladies and gentlemen. It's because of people like her and and anyone like her. This is why people hate America. It's because of people like them who don't know how to turn off their fucking phone in a movie theater. Oh my god, this has always pissed me off. I'm sure I've mentioned this in several episodes of this show already, but it's one of those things that just always really gets to me. But hey, you know what? you chose to listen to my show. Sometimes I'm going to repeat myself. I don't mean to do it. It just happens to come up. I mean, you gotta imagine, like, that, hopefully that woman gets inspired by the movie, because I guess a slight spoiler of the movie, not of anything in particular, just one little moment. There's a scene where Tom Cruise is, like, in the snow in a bunch of his, like, gear, and he's running, like, really fast. You gotta think that woman must feel a little bit inspired in some way. She's like, it's hard for me to get to the door. Nonetheless, like, run in snow in a bunch of fighter gear. You gotta think, that hopefully will inspire her to be a better person. I don't care if she loses the weight, but maybe, just maybe, she'll realize there are more important things in life than going on your phone, seeing if your ex-boyfriend liked your post or not. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Just be better people. I'm surprised she didn't start yelling out, like, I have fat pride. I have fat pride. What the like, I've been seeing that on there. What the fuck is up with fat pride? That's not something to be proud of. It's disgusting. Okay, number one, it increases a lot of your health problems that you already have. Two, think about all the clothes that you spent money on, and now you have to put them in a closet or throw them away. Because you have to buy larger clothes now, unfortunately. Because, sweetie, guess what? Nobody wants to see you in a size 4 shoe. Or an extra small shirt. Because, believe me, I'm surprised that you even know the definition of extra small. Because, you know, everything you order is the jumbo size. I don't know. It's like there should be no such thing as fat pride or quote-unquote thin privilege. Who the fuck comes up with these things? Like, it's just people that want to bitch about their life, or if they're unhappy about it, they want to bitch about how good other people have it, or how quote-unquote good other people have it, they assume. But hold on, let me look up I want to see if there's any benefits of being obese. Let's see if there's anything good that comes up. Okay. The health benefits of fat is what it says. Stores energy. Fat serves an important role for storing energy. Yeah, but the odds are they never use their energy. They don't get up off their couch. I'm sorry, that was rude. They of course do when they go to the restaurant to order, 36 chicken wings. That's just, I'm wrong. I admit that I'm wrong on that one. Okay, here's another one. Keeps you warm. Yeah, so do blankets or a coat. How about that? Just get a coat. It's much easier to get a coat than to pack on all those pounds, because honestly, oh boy, that's a whole thing. I'm getting too stressed out here. I'm losing all my hair. Protects the body from trauma. What? Visceral fat located around your organs, provides padding and a source of energy for the kidneys, liver, and heart. Fat provides a layer of protection, almost like a barrier to physical trauma. Think of the pounding athletes in contact sports. Think of the pounding athletes in contact sports take when competing and training. Fat comes in handy for them, and it has for you with the bumps and falls you've taken over the years. What? Wear knee pads. If you're so concerned about trauma, just wear wear actual padding. It's so much easier. I mean, look, you might look a little more ridiculous, but who gives a shit about protecting the body from trauma, really? Who gives a shit? Just wear knee pads. Wear a helmet wherever you go. If you really are scared, instead of, getting all that fat everywhere else, because it's kind of gross. Imagine if you were that fat and you wore padding. Dude, imagine what the scale would say then. Do you think it would break? Okay, I'm going to go to a different website, see what anything says. Okay, here we go. Question is, are there any benefits to being overweight? Yes, fat people are much harder to kidnap. That's good. Jokes aside, this is just my opinion, and from personal experience, when a relative gets sick and ends up being hospitalized, they have a better chance of recovering when they have some cushion on their body. The skinny ones turn into skin and bones. They get so weak that they are unable to recover or relapse soon after. I know that is a stupid general assumption, but I've seen it happen several times. That's just my 2 cents. Well, it's going to take a lot more than 2 cents to cover those hospital bills, let me tell you. Oh my God. Fat people have an amazing advantage. If you have a 2-foot... All these are just saying that you have extra padding before you get to their organs. Yeah, all these questions and answers are boring. I'm looking for the funny ones, god damn it. Yeah, so are there any advantages of being fat? No, not really. You know what? I will say this. If you own a restaurant, it's good for other people to be fat because hopefully you make a mean pizza because you'll sell lots of it if you live in a fat neighborhood. That's the best I can say. What's this one? Hold on. You can eat whatever you want, as much as you want, whenever you want. After all, you are already obese. What's the worst that can happen? Get more obese? Well, yeah, there is a thing where if you're 400 pounds, you can become heavier, believe it or not. So it is. I mean, you slowly get more disgusting as it is. I don't get that at all. That's stupid. Yes, of course. Oh, of course. This is some chick who thinks she's out there and wants to be heard because she's so relevant and she's going to be so successful because she's so progressive. Yes, of course, it does have advantages. You have more fat storage. That means you have more energy supply. When it comes to survival, a fat person would probably survive longer in comparison to the thinner person in absence of food. Okay, you know what? If there's a bunch of people, let's say there's 5 people that are like, crashed on an island or something, and there's one person that's extremely obese, newsflash, they're the first ones that are going. Because eventually you're all going to turn on each other. That is the guy they are ganging up on. So no, it doesn't really have that many advantages. Because honestly, if you get in a situation where there is no food, like, and you're in dire straits, I'm sorry, but you know what? You're gone. Who's going to eat the skinny person? Really? And let's say this is like Walking Dead, where you constantly have to be on the move. That person is not going to be able to keep up, I guarantee it. And anytime they try to get in a car, those tires are going to pop. I'm a horrible person, but I'm full of Red Bull, baby. Okay, I promise this will probably be the last one. I promise this will probably be the last one, so you never know what happens. Okay, this guy bullets out a lot of points. If there's a sudden famine, you'll survive longer. We've established, no, you won't. You are the first one to go because people will gang up on you. If there's a sudden cold snap, you'll be warm longer. Just raid someone's house of blankets. Just get some blankets. It's not that hard. Get a hat. Mass and strength tend to be correlated, so you may be very strong. They should really, really emphasize the word maybe. If it gets really windy, you're in a better position to anchor your weight to avoid getting blown away. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. That, you know what, that's a good point. If there's a sudden tornado, hopefully you won't be sucked up because that was your role in life. You're such a patriot. I'm sorry, but you eat so many hamburgers, and just right when that tornado comes, you're the last survivor. Think about how strong you come out of. I'm sorry. That's so touching. I might cry. Okay. If you get stabbed or shot, your large body mass can protect vital organs and blood vessels. Once again, just saying all the same points we've seen again. You may be less susceptible to blunt force trauma. You know what? That's okay. If someone's like beating the shit out of you, they're gonna keep just hitting you until it hurts. It's not like they're gonna. Okay, if I get hit over the head if I get hit with a bat, once I'm down and like out of it, hopefully they'd stop. But you know what? The point is they want me out. They'll do the same thing with you no matter how long it takes. So that's stupid. If there's a sudden flood, you'll float better. Okay, so you're basically the buoy. But you know what that means? If there's other people around you, they're going to be like constantly just on you. They're going to be, and I don't want hands all over me. That's gross. Your size and strength may be psychological. Maybe a psychological deterrent to smaller attackers. It's like, what is this? Like the Blob in X-Men? He's not that scary. If someone needs to be restrained, you can use your size and weight to more easily subdue them. Yeah, but how are you going to get to them? You going to outrun them? Okay, last point. You may be less susceptible to toxins and other substances. Okay, whatever. Do you see a trend? There's a good reason we tend to gain weight during very stressful periods in our lives. Yeah, it's called stress eating. That's normal, but hopefully you move on with your life. And move on, like move on with your life. That means you got to get up and get moving with your life. A lot of people don't get up off the couch. That's their problem. Okay, I guess that's my That's my last point on fat pride. There's no justification. There's no benefit. Yeah, see, okay, this person says it right. I'm sorry, I'm doing another one. I used to be 300 pounds. There is nothing great about being sloppy and stinky because you have rolls sticking together. I respect others for who they are and what they look like. But honest to God, I despise being fat and gaining type 2 diabetes from massive sugar consumption, which had also initially led to my fatness. I'm not body shaming anyone. I'm not body shaming anyone is fat, but openly and admittedly, I'd have no respect for myself if I became enormous again. You know what? Some people need to be told the truth. That's just the matter of it. Sometimes people need to say to others, like, if you're like really concerned, if you're close with somebody who is fat, you need to tell them, excuse me, I love you, but you are fat. And you really got to get in shape. I'm worried about you. Like, some people just need to be told flat out what is wrong with them. Like I said, and people can take this message any way they want it. It's just my opinion. But everybody gets pissed off at my show. Everybody does. I'm taking one last shot of Red Bull before I finish. Hold on. It's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. I might have to do this again. Maybe I'll just do maybe every show I do, I'll do Red Bulls. I'm not sure yet, but man, I've heard that after Red Bull, like once it wears off, the crash is so good. You just get so burnt out and exhausted. I'm looking forward to that because I've been sleeping like shit, and I really need a good night's rest. So I'm really hoping that Red Bull does not let me down. I've been hurt before by other products. Oh no. But hopefully not Red Bull. So yes, that's my whole point of this episode. Don't be on your phone in the movie theater. Don't eat all the candy in the movie theater. And you know what? If you're going to be fat, just keep it to yourself. I get that it's hard because sometimes you take up a couple extra seats. But hey, you know what? You got to do society a favor and get in better shape. This is the reason people hate America. I've said it, I think, 3 times already on this episode. But if you are one of these, any of the things I've said today, if you identify with anything that I've said today, whether you are on your phone in a movie theater, you make loud noises in a movie theater, you are fat and proud, I'm sorry, but we would never get along, ever. That's just the fact of it. And you know what? I just have to say one more story before I end the show. I know this episode's going on way longer, but hey, you know what? You might be enjoying it. You might not. You might, if you're still watching this, thank you. I love you all. I love all the ones who stayed and listened. Not anybody that clicked off because they got offended. Oh, this is boring. I don't like this guy. He's making fun of me. Well, I'm glad you clicked off because you are the problem with this world. But I want to tell this story before I finish. Okay. There's a person that I work with. You know who you are if you're listening. You know exactly who you are. And she kept saying, I kept asking her, hey, are we going to go bowling? Are we going to go bowling? Because that bowling is the best. Bowling and laser tag are the best things to do ever. And I thought it'd be fun. But I hate going bowling by myself. So I'm always looking for a partner. So if you know me, let's go bowling. Why not? I'll pay. But I asked her, I was like, hey, let's go bowling Memorial Day weekend. And she goes, okay, maybe. If you're nice to me, because everybody that I work with, I'm always rude to, but not in a completely rude way. I try to be rude in a funny way. And I think I am. I always get people to laugh at it. But hey, you know what? If you get offended at work, I'm sorry. But my point is, she goes, if you're nice to me, if you're nice, Aiden, I will go bowling with you. Of course she didn't. But you know what? I was like very accommodating. I said, okay, I'll be nice. So I really wanted to be so nice to the point where it pissed her off. Like, I apparently changed my voice. Like, I talked in, like, what I'll call my nice voice. I'd be like, I don't really want to say her name. So I'll just call her Barbara. I'm like, Barbara, I just wanted to say that I think you're doing a marvelous job today. And without you, I would not be able to work as efficiently. So thank you so much. And I just want to say, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I kept saying these things over and over, even when it was at her most inconvenient, to the point where I said, hey, are we going to be able to go bowling? And she goes, yes, we'll go bowling. she lied. But at the time, she said, yes, we'll go bowling. And I go, do I have to keep being nice? She's like, no, please, for the love of God, stop. I'm like, thank you, bitch. That's what I said. I just wanted to tell the story because I thought it was funny. So be careful what you wish for, because if you ask me to be nice, I will make it even worse than if I'm quote unquote rude or mean or obscene, filthy, vile, or vulgar, not work appropriate. If I'm any of those things, believe me, it's so much worse if I'm nice. And with that, I'm going to end the episode. Thank you all so much for listening. I get to have more Red Bull on my next episode. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. Bye-bye.